Happy rails to you. Welcome back, my friends. Happy rails to you. It's good to see you again. Thanks for watching this channel and the videos. Sometimes they go real fast and sometimes they're slow. Happy rails to you. Glad you're watching in. Hey guys, it's G-Man, and we're back with episode layout update number 30. I'm trying not to make this too long on today. I've actually gotten a lot done. Still a lot to do, a long way to go. But what I thought was, I've been cleaning the layout up, and I actually have most of everything picked up. I do have, in place of the scrap material and the tools and everything laying all over the layout now. Instead, I've got just a couple of engines and some freight cars, as I was trying to make a home for some of these extra cars. But I pretty much got, well, all the construction is done, the deconstruction, the construction, all of that work is done, it's complete. Unless I see something last minute kind of thing that I need to do. I don't foresee that right now. I've got some things in place. I did do some changing around, and I'll probably do some more before it's over. But without further ado, I'm going to let you go ahead and take a look. Also, I'm going to run a few trains today, or at least we're going to attempt to just do, basically it's going to be a track test. And so we're going to test the upper and lower track to see how everything's running. Now, I ran the S gauge yesterday. Both tracks are running. They're up and operating. But I do have some glitches in the tracks that I need to take out, upper level and lower level. I just got done working right here where I'm sitting on this O gauge track on this lower level, the main line. Right here in the curve, and I think you can kind of get a peek at that. Let's see. Right here in this curve, my Rio Grande engine started coming off yesterday. Now, I've never done that before, so that was new. But keep in mind that I've not always, well, I've had to basically sit on this track because I can't get on my knees. Which is probably a good thing anyway. I've basically had to sit on this track and to get on top of this layout. And I used pillows to sit on when I was on top of the track, so that my weight would not, sorry about that, so that my weight would not cause any harm to the tracks, or at least very little. So so far I think we did pretty good, but we're going to see today when we run some more trains on the track. Now the upper level, I had 2 or 3 places on the upper level that the track's not level and just needs some adjustment. Now I know the first time I ran the trains around it on the upper level, when I first got it complete and did that last video, the trains seemed to be running okay, and they're still running okay. They just got some places where they're actually slowing down or jumping the track, and I started working on those yesterday too. I got a couple of those fixed, but there's still 2 or 3 more areas that I've got to work on. All right, so let's look at see what we've done and maybe run some trains. Okay, as you can see, we've got the trolleys back out. They're back down. Just kind of got them sitting in place there. I'm kind of sure they're going to stay there, but they may not. Behind the trolleys, we've moved the, I should have put the light on, but we moved the auto sales, the used car lot, over in this area where the carnival, the circus used to be. And I think that's going to work out better. It's going to work out pretty good. I'm going to add 3 or 4 more cars on the lot over there. And hopefully that'll make it a much better deal. Also put the large fire station in over there, and that gives them more room and more sufficient to pull the engines out and so forth and so on. So I think that's going to work out great too. Over here we moved the little I don't know, I guess you call it a little apartment house, a rooming house, boarding house. And we moved it to over here. Here's a good view of the mine area, the lower level, around the tracks with the shipping and receiving dock. You got a truck backed up there. I haven't done a whole lot to that. Some minor detail. And we'll come over here to the mining elevator. And you can see the ore is going down the chute into the chamber and out into the big pile. He's just about got those 2 cars loaded. But you see he's got some gravel in his bucket there. And then we have the mining office. Added a couple of fences in around the oiling station there, the fueling station. I think I've still got another one of those oil derricks. I'll probably put it up in there too, beside that one. Guys are still out there fishing. We got the river front to the falls cleaned up. The falls is flowing nicely down to the water below. So we got the River Lake Park area clean. And it's not done yet. I've still got to go back and do a lot of detail work. Do a little extra cleaning on it. Looks like he found a brand new place to lay down and take a nap. And then we've still got this area here where I started putting stuff back and got things back, and I'm still not sure what we're doing there. And there, once again, is the newly formed circus from the carnival, downsized. And I still haven't gone back and done anything with that, which I'm going to try to get to today, or at the very least tomorrow. Everything else in the big town of Graniteville is pretty much like it was. The exception, I put the smaller firehouse over there. All right, guys, let's see if we can run some trains. Well, here we go, guys. Now this clip is actually a week later. Because I basically had taken a week off because we got busy doing some things, and it got really hot, and my air conditioner in the shop out here just will not keep cool out here. And so when it's real hot, extremely hot, over like 88 degrees, which is not like 100-degree temperatures. but still, with the humidity being real high, and this room being so small, it's just really gets warm in here, even with the overhead fan that I have. So I've been out here today about 4 hours. I've been working on track problems. Didn't have a lot. Pretty much solved the majority of them in about the first 30 minutes I was out here. But the mainline track on the S gauge up there, the older track, from when we laid it the first time, it now has just started today working intermittently. And that engine will get right there sometimes, and it will stall for about a second or two, and then it'll take off again. Or sometimes I have to just repolarize the track, and when I do that, it takes off, and it'll just keep going. You see? I don't like letting it sit and just sit like that, because you burn the windings. To burn the windings out in the armature. It's not really stuck, it just stops and sits there and hums. But what it is it's not getting proper continuity. So I'm guessing that it's somehow a bad ground. But as you can see, the Rio Grande's running, the Santa Fe is running on the bottom line, and we have the Santa Fe running on the top level, even though it's at times, because of the track, intermittent. The Rio Grande is running also. I'm going to show you that, but it's got a problem I have not been able to solve yet. I can't quite figure it out. So I'm down to now to where I'm going to change a section of track. This section of track right here. Something has something to do with this curve. I've super elevated it. I've not super elevated it. I've tweaked it. I've done everything that I could think of to do to it, and yet it still wants to jump the track right in this area. I'll let you see what I'm talking about. Now it has jumped off of this track twice, so I'm not broken yet. So the third time is the charm. But it runs great. This is you might remember one that I repaired, actually put together. If anybody sees anything or knows what that might be, you think I would be able to figure it out. I've been doing S-gauge since 1956, 57. So, except for the few years where I was driving cars and doing other things, up until I went in the service, and that's when I picked the trains back up again. But I don't know what's going on. I've tried to make sure the track was level. And still, same thing. So that's what's going on with that. And like I say, the main line, as you can see, is doing its thing. And once I take the screwdriver and it starts back just in that first curve after the bridge. So I don't know what's going on. But even with the little minor track problems on today, it's been a real pleasure being able to run my trains. That Rio Grande's been running now for 2 hours. Matter of fact, I'm going to shut them down after this video. The Santa Fe's been running for a couple hours, 2.5 hours also. So it's probably pretty tired. I'm sure they're all a little warmed up. Santa Fe stopped again on the bridge. Only have my screwdriver here. And screwdriver to the track, it takes off. Just have to repolarize it. That's kind of unusual. As you can see, it stopped again. Now, ordinarily, a guy could say sticking unit, something like that, but it's not that at all, because only one or two of my F9s, my S-gauge F9s, have an E-unit in them. I took the E-units out of every one of them, except 2 engines. And I only left those in because they work perfectly well. And I hate working on E-units. Most of the time you just change the fingers in them and get the drums clean, good and clean, and they're okay. But sometimes there's a problem with that coil. I really like having my old blue and yellow Santa Fe up and going again. You might remember from a video, that engine had been not running for several years, and it was also broken at one time. And so I finally got it going. Got it up and running again. So anyway, once we get everything up and in working order, as it should be, we'll get some of this other stuff out and run it and show you how it operates. Well, that's all I have for you for now. Haven't done anything else to the layout itself. I did set the K-Line supermarket building on today. Still got some little finish work I want to do to it, and I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I just kind of set it there to get an idea. And I'll finish getting these freight cars and everything off of here. Get this track all running correctly, and we'll finish putting a few things on the layout and run some trains. And in the process, over this next year, I'll continue the landscape. There it goes, took off all by itself. All right, well, as I said, that's all I had for you in this video. This was layout update number 31, I believe. And as always, if you enjoy working on your layout, running your trains, working on your trains, custom building, whatever it is that you do, refurbishing, rebuilding, or just run your trains, you should have happy rails. Bye-bye.